Sweethearts, we shall be rich ere we depart, if fairings come thus plentifully. A lady ward about with this diamonds, look you what I have from the loving king. Madam, come nothing else along with that. Nothing but this, yes, as much love in rhyme as would be crammed up in a sheet of paper, writ both sides the leaf Margaret and all, that he was fain to seal on Cupid's name. That was the way to make his godhead wax, for he hath been 5,000 year a boy. Ay, and a shrewd, unhappy gallows too. You'll never be friends with him. He killed your sister. He made her melancholy, sad, and heavy, and so she died. Had she been light like you, oh, such a merry, nimble, stirring spirit, she might have been a grandam ere she died, and so may you, for a light heart lives long. What's your dark meaning, mouse, of this light word? A light condition and a beauty dark. We need more light to find your meaning out. You'll mar the light by taking it in snuff, therefore I'll darkly end the argument. Look what you do. You do it still in the dark. So do not you, for you are a light wench. Indeed, I weigh not you, and therefore light. You weigh me not? Oh, that's you care not for me. Great reason. For past care is still past cure. Well bandied both, a set of wit well played. But Rosaline, you have a favor too. Who sent it, and what is it? I would you knew, and if my face were but as fair as yours. My favor were as great. Be witness this. Nay, I have verses too, I thank Baroun, the numbers are true. And were the numbering too, I were the fairest goddess on the ground. I am compared 20,000 fairs. And oh, he hath drawn my picture in his letter. Anything like? Much in the letters, nothing in the praise. Beauteous as ink, a good conclusion. Fair as a text be in a copybook. Where pencils, ho, let me not die your debtor, my red dominical, my golden letter, oh, that your face were not so full of O's. A pox on that chest, and I beshrew all shrouds. But, Catherine, what was sent to you from fair domain? Madam, this glove. Did he not send your twain? Yes, madam, and moreover some 1,000 verses of a faithful lover, a huge translation of hypocrisy, vilely compiled, profoundly simplicity. This, and these pearls to me sent Longueville. The letter is too long by half a mile. I think no less. Dost thou not wish in heart the chain were longer and the letter short? Aye, or I would these hands may never part. We are wise girls to mock our lovers so. They are worse fools to purchase mocking so, that some Baroun I'll torture ere I go. Oh, that I knew he were but in by the week. How I would make him fawn and beg and seek, and wait the season, and observe the times, and spend his prodigal wits in bootless rhymes, and shape his service wholly to my behests, and make him proud, to make him proud that jests. So Peloton-like would I o'ersway his state, that he should be my fool, and I his fate. None are so surely caught when they are catched, as wit turned fool, folly and wisdom hatched, hath wisdom's warrant and the help of school, and wit's own grace to grace a learned fool. The blood of youth burns not with such excess as gravity's revolt to wantonness. Folly in fools hears not so strong a note, and foolery in the wise. when wit doth dote, since all the power thereof it doth supply to prove by wit worth in simplicity. Here comes Boyer, and mirth is in his face. Oh, I am stabbed with laughter, where's her grace? Thy news, Boyer, prepare, madam, prepare. Arm, wenches, arm, encounters mounted are against your peace. Love doth approach, disguised, armed in arguments. You'll be surprised, muster your wits. Stand in your own defence, or hide your heads like cowards and fly hence. Saint Dennis to Saint Cupid, what are they that charge their breath against us? Say, scout, say. Under the cool shade of a sycamore, I thought to close mine eyes some half an hour, when lo, to interrupt my purposed rest, toward that shade I might behold addressed the king and his companions. Warily I stole into a neighbor thicket by, and overheard what you shall overhear, that by and by disguised they will be here. Their herald is a pretty knavish page, that well by heart hath coined his embassage. Action and accent did they teach him there. Thus must thou speak, and thus thy body bear, and ever and anon they made a doubt presence majestical would put him out. For, quoth the king, an angel shalt thou see, yet fear not thou, but speak audaciously. The boy replied, an angel is not evil. I should have feared her had she been a devil. With that all laughed and clapped him on the shoulder, making the bold wag by their praises bolder. One rubbed his elbow thus, and fleered, and swore a better speech was never spoke before. Another with his finger and his thumb cried, Via, we will do it, come what will come. The third he capered and cried, all goes well. The fourth turned on the toe, and down he fell. With that they all did tumble on the ground, with such a zealous laughter so profound, that in this spleen ridiculous appears, to check their folly, passion solemn, tears. But what? Come they to visit us? They do, and are apparelled thus, like Muscovites or Russians, as I guess. Their purpose is to parley, to court, and dance, and every one in his love feet will advance unto his several mistresses, which they'll know, by favours several which they did bestow. And will they so? The gallant shall be tasked for ladies. We will every one be masked, and not a man of them shall have the grace, despite of suit, to see a lady's face. Hold, Rosaline, this favour thou shalt wear. And then the king will court thee for his dear. Hold, take thou this, my sweet, and give me thine, so shall Biroun take me for Rosaline. And change you favours too, so shall your loves woo contrary, deceived by these removes. Come on, then, where the favours most in sight? But in this changing, what is your intent? The effect of my intent is to cross theirs. They do it but in mockery merriment, and mock for mock is only my intent. Their several counsels they on bosom shall to love mistook, and so be mocked withal upon the next occasion that we meet, with visages displayed to talk and greet. But shall we dance, if they desire us to do it? No, to the death. We will not move a foot, nor to their pen speech render we no grace, but while 'tis spoke each turn away her face. Why, that contempt will kill the speaker's heart, and quite divorce his memory from his part. Therefore I do it, and I make no doubt the rest will ne'er come in if he be out. There's no such sport as sport by sport are thrown, to make theirs ours and ours none but our own. So shall we say, mocking intended game, and they well mocked depart away with shame. The trumpet sounds. Be masked. The maskers come. All hail the richest breeds on the earth. Beauty's no richer than rich taffeta. A holy parcel of the fairest dames that ever turned their backs to immortal views. Their eyes, villain, their eyes, that ever turned their eyes to mortal views. Out, true, but indeed, out of their favours heavenly spirits vouchsafe not to behold. Once to behold, rogue, once to behold with your sun-beamed eyes, with your sun-beamed eyes. They will not answer to that epithet. You will best call it daughter-beamed eyes. They do not mark me, and that brings me out. Is this your perfectness? Begone, you rogue.
Have some shoes?
What would these strangers know? They're my boy.
Wash and clean us up with a little booty there.
If they do speak our language, 'tis our will that some plain man recount their purposes. No, what they would. What would you do with the princess? Nothing but peace and gentle visitation. What would they say? Say they. Nothing but peace and gentle visitation. Why, that they have, and bid them so be gone. Say to her we have measured many miles to tread a measure with her on this grass. They say that they have measured many a mile to tread a measure with you on this grass. If it is not so, ask them how many inches is in 1 mile. If they have measured many, the measure then of one is easily told. If to come hither you have measured miles and many miles, the princess bids you tell how many inches doth fill up 1 mile. Tell her we measure them by weary steps. She hears herself. How many weary steps of many weary miles you have o'ergone and numbered in the travel of 1 mile. We number nothing that we spend for you. Our duty is so rich, so infinite, that we may do it still without account. Vouchsafe to show the sunshine of your face, that we like savages may worship it. My face is but a moon, and clouded too. Blessed are clouds to do as such clouds do. Vouchsafe, bright moon, and these thy stars to shine. Those clouds are moved upon a watery eyne. O vain petitioner, beg a greater matter. Thou now request but moonshine in the water. Then in our measure do but vouchsafe one change. Thou biddest me beg, this begging is not strange. Play music then. Nay, you must do it soon. Not yet, no dance. Thus change I like the moon. Will you not dance? How come you thus estranged? You took the moon at full, but now she's changed. Yet still she's the moon and I the man. The music plays, vouchsafe some motion to it. Our ears vouchsafe it, but your legs should do it. Since you are strangers and come here by chance, we'll not be nice. Take hands, we will not dance. Why take we hands then? Only to part friends, curtsy sweethearts, and so the measure ends. More measure of this measure be not nice. We can afford no more at such a price. Prize you yourselves that buys your company. Your absence only, that can never be. Then cannot we be bought. And so, adieu. Twice to your visor, and half once to you. If you deny to dance, let's hold more chat. In private, then. I am best pleased with that. White-handed mistress, one sweet word with thee. Honey and milk and sugar, there is 3. Nay then, 2 trays, and if you grow so nice, metheglin, wort, and malmsey. Where run dice, there's a half a dozen sweets. 7 sweet adieu, since you can cog, I'll play no more with you. One word in secret. Let it not be sweet. Thou grievest my gall. gall, bitter, therefore meet. Will you vouchsafe with me to change a word? Name it, fair lady. Say you so, fair lord? Take that for your fair lady. Please it you as much in private, and I'll bid adieu. What? Was your weird wizard made without a tongue? I know the reason, lady, why you ask. Oh, for your reason, quickly, sir, I long. You have a double tongue within your mask, and would afford my speechless wizard huff. Veal, quoth the Dutchman, is not veal a calf. A calf, fair lady. No, a fair lord calf. Let's part the word. No, I'll not be your half. Take all and weed it. It may prove an ox. Look how you butt yourself in these sharp marks. Will you give horns, chaste lady? Do not so. Then die a calf before your horns do grow. One word in private with you ere I die. Bleat softly then. The butcher hears you cry. The tongues of mocking wenches are as keen as in the razor's edge invisible, cutting a smaller hair than may be seen above the sense. So sensible seemeth their conference, their conceits have wings, fleeter than arrows, bullets, wind, thought swifter things. Not one word more, my maids, break off. By heaven, all dry beaten with pure scoff. Farewell, maid wench, mad wenches, you have simple wits. 20 adieus, my frozen Muscovites. Are these the breed of wits so wondered at? Tapers they are, with your sweet breaths puffed out. Well, liking wits they have, gross, fat. Oh, poverty and wit, the kingly poor flout! Will they not think you hang yourselves tonight, or ever but in wizards show their faces? This pert Brown was out of countenance quite. They were all in lamentable cases. The king was weeping ripe for a good word. Brown did swear himself out of all suit. Dumaine was at my service, and his sword, no point, quoth I, my servant straight was mute. Lord Longaville said I came o'er his heart, and trow you with what he called me. Whom, perhaps. Yes, in good faith. Go, sickness as thou art. A better wits have worn plain statute caps, but will you hear? The king is my love sworn. And quick Brown hath plighted faith to me, and Longaville was for my service born. Dumaine is mine as sure as bark on tree. Madam, and pretty mistresses, give ear immediately. They will again be here in their own shapes, for it can never be they will digest this harsh indignity. Will they return? They will, God knows, and leap for joy, though they are lame with blows. Therefore change for favors, and when they repair, blow like sweet roses in the summer air. How blow, speak to be understood. Fair ladies, masked are roses in their bud dismasked, their damask sweet commixture shown, are angels veiling clouds or roses blown. Avaunt, perplexity, what shall we do if they return in their own shapes to woo? Good madam, if by me you'll be advised, let's mock them still as well known as disguised. Let us complain to them what fools were here disguised like Muscovites in shapeless gear, and wonder what they were, and to what end this shallow shows and prologue vilely penned, and their rough carriage so ridiculous should be presented at our tent to us. Ladies, withdraw, the gallants are in hand. Whip to our tents as rows run o'er land. Fair sir, God save you, where's the princess? Gone to her tent. Please it your majesty, command me any service to her thither, that she vouchsafe me audience for one word. I will, and so will she, I know, my lord. This fellow pecks up wit as pigeons peas, and utters it again when God doth please. He is wit's peddler, and retails his wares as wigs and wassails, meetings, markets, fairs, and we that sell by gross, the Lord doth know, have not the grace to grace in which, and with such show, the scarlet pins the wenches on his sleeve. Had he been Adam, he had tempted Eve. He can carve too and lisp. Why, this is he that kissed his hand away in courtesy. This is the ape of form, Monsieur the nice, that, when he plays at fables, chides the dice in honourable terms. Nay, he can sing, I mean most meanly, and in ushering mend him who can. The ladies call him sweet. Stairs, as he treads on them, kiss his feet. This is the flower that smiles on everyone, to show his teeth as white as whale's bone, and consciences that will not be die in debt pay him the due of honey-tongued boyer. A blister on his sweet tongue with my heart, that put a motto's page out of his part. See where it comes, behaviour. What wert thou till this madman showed thee, and what art thou now? All hail, sweet madam, and fair time of day. Fair in all hail as foul, and as I conceive. Construe my speeches better if you may. Then wish me better, I will give you leave. We came to visit you, and purpose now to lead you to our court, vouchsafe it then. This field shall hold me, and so hold your vow. Nor God nor I delights in perjured men. Rebuke me not for that which you provoke. The virtue of your eye must break my oath. You nickname virtue vice. You should have spoke, for virtue's office never breaks men's troth. Now by my maiden honour, yet as pure as the unsullied lily I protest. A world of torments, though I should endure, I would not yield to be your house's guest. So much I hate a breaking cause to be, O heavenly oaths vowed with integrity. Oh, you have lived in desolation here, unseen, unvisited, much to our shame. Not so, my lord, it is not so, I swear. We have had pastimes here and pleasant game. A mess of Russians left us but of late. How, madam, Russians? Aye, in truth, my lord, trim gallants full of courtship and of state. Madam, speak true, it is not so, my lord. My lady, to the manner of the days and courtesy gives undeserving praise. We four indeed confronted were with foreign Russian habit. Here they stayed an hour and talked space, and in that hour, my lord, they did not bless us with one happy word. I dare not call them fools, but this I think, when they are thirsty, fools would fain have drink. This jest is dry to me. Gentle, sweet, your wits make us wise, things foolish. When we greet with eyes best seeing heaven's fiery eye, by light we lose light. Your capacity is of that nature, that to your huge store wise things seem foolish, and rich things but poor. This proves you wise and rich, for in my eye I am a fool and full of poverty. But that you take what doth to you belong, it were a fault to snatch words from my tongue. And I am yours, and all that I possess. All the fool mine, I cannot give you less. Which of the vizards was it that you wore? Where, when, what vizard? Why demand you this? There, then, that vizard, that superfluous case that hid the worse and showed the better face. We were descried. They'll mock us now downright. Let us confess and turn to a jest. Amazed, my lord, why looks your highness sad? Help, hold his brows, his swoon. Why look you pale? Seasick, I think, coming from Muscovy.